Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm Sherry,
And I'm Brooke.
and Brooke is reacting to Hercules, the Legendary Journeys.
Let's go.
We're,
Himbos.
I was going to say, you get to see the himbos today. A couple of shout outs. I'm going to do those before I forget. So, Kevin said on Green Eyed Monster episode, in the myths, Aphrodite's mom isn't Hera, it's a goddess named Dion, who Zeus, of course, had an affair with. Hera is a wicked stepmother to Aphrodite, just like she is to Hercules.
Okay.
So that kind of may explain a little bit Aphrodite kind of being spiteful to her also.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think maybe Hephaestus and a few others are probably their only kids then, and maybe all the other ones are affairs, which, part of the family drama. Love that Hera's blamed for that, though.
The evil stepmother?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it follows Disney's trope. It's always the dad that dies and the evil stepmother.
Yeah, that's wild. That's interesting. I don't know. I've never had step parents, so I'm like, I don't
Uh,
know.
I've got a stepmom and a stepdad.
My parents aren't together, but my mom's not remarried, so I'm good.
Okay.
No evil step parents. But all the step parents I do know in real life are nice. So,
Yeah. Yeah. My step parents and parents all get along together. So,
yeah.
for the most part, politics differ. They don't get
Yeah,
along on
nothing's
that.
perfect.
um, Hank also commented, but I can't say anything
Oh
that he
no.
had put down. So, but just to give him a shout out as well.
We see
And
you.
I have comments from Bara and from Kevin at the very least that I haven't transferred over to today's episodes, but they'll get their shout out. And we don't talk about Zoc and or Kaz and Zaroff very often, but there are Discord keep us in the know.
Mm-hmm. I'm shoveling it down, guys. Listen, I just got back from the mechanic. It's been a long week.
Yeah, you've had a long, hard week, a long, hard couple of weeks.
Yeah, 2025 kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Not for the YouTube channel, though. We just hit 700 subs. Woo!
Yay. Mine's slowly creeping. My other videos have suffered, uh, so that I make sure I get these up
Mm-hmm.
eventually. So, all right, that was my phone.
Yeah.
This one, I am going to tell you the title. It is called Long Live the King.
So, very King Arthur vibes. I mean, I think Long Live the King is just like any royal person. I don't have anything for you, Hazel. She's sitting looking at me right now.
I saw a
Um,
nose or an ear.
you want to sniff this? But I think they use it for anyone, but I think of King Arthur. Or the one true king and all that fun stuff. But I guess,
Okay.
yeah, he's more the one true king and not Long
Well,
Live the...
they've brought in other mythos, so we could get
That's
King
true.
Arthur. Who knows?
They brought in Jesus. They can bring in King Arthur.
Any other thoughts before we get started?
I bet if we like the king, we gotta assume there's someone trying to take the throne. There's always someone trying to take the throne. Maybe the queen's trying to kill the king. We'll have to see.
Maybe. We've had that before. Have we had the queen trying to kill the king?
Probably.
Just not very helpful. Well, Sisyphus's wife in
Sisyphus.
one of the series was not very happy with him.
Can you blame her?
So, all right, well, let's go ahead and get into it, see who Hercules is saving, who his sidekick is, and if we have any return cast.
Yay.
This is the story of a time long ago. Hercules by sundown.
I can't hear it.
Come on.
I can only see it.
Okay.
I don't think it's me.
Is it me? Oh, I forgot to share sound.
There we go. Oh my god, I know that Hercules is in the episode. It's ruined. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert.
Well, and we missed the very, very beginning. But I'd have to restart everything, and we don't want to do that.
No.
All right, you should see it.
Yes.
And you can see Aeolus is there.
I know. He looks... I think that's a strap or something, but it looks like he's puking. Like a straight line from his mouth. I think it's the strap of his bag.
A strap or a stick?
Yeah, I can't tell what it is.
Aeolus?
Can you hear it?
You all right?
Yes.
Okay.
No, he looks sad.
Got a message from Hector.
And
That's
Hector
a
would
huge
be...
It's a
message.
scroll.
He's the aide to my cousin. You know, the one that's a king?
Oh, the
yeah,
king that looks like
Orestes.
Aeolus?
And
Yeah.
Queen-
Okay,
Well,
okay, got it.
They've come up with a scheme to bring peace to all the kingdoms in the area.
I mean,
This is
I don't
good.
think it's
But now they're going on to
interesting to
talk
call something for peace a
King
scheme.
Xenon.
Ah, 2 people. That's it?
Yeah.
And maybe they're
that's what the
really
message is
good.
about. Hector thinks Xenon's gonna try and pull something.
Xenon, the girl from the 21st century?
No,
Uh,
Xenon the centaur.
This is about something
Okay,
else.
whatever. I like Xenon,
Yeah.
the
yeah, it
girl
is.
with the pigtails. From
I think it's
Disney.
the centaur, but
Niobe.
They're not gonna
Sure you can
say
handle it.
Zetus Lapidus, and I'm gonna be disappointed.
Well, that's just it, Hercules.
Zetus
I don't know if I can.
Lapidus. That movie promised me
I
that
know
we
how
would
you
live
feel
in
about it.
space by
I
now,
know.
and I would get to
Won't be
wear
easy to face somebody
like,
that you love, and
holographic
can't
clothes,
have.
and I don't.
but if something did happen,
what movie was that?
or to your cousin, could you live with
Xenon.
that?
It's a Disney Channel original movie from when I was a
Yeah,
kid.
you're right.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't live with that.
Then you
I
should
haven't seen that one, obviously.
She's like,
think I
she
should do
lives
this by
on the
myself.
International Space Station,
go. Okay.
but she gets into trouble. She has to go live on Earth, where we're boring.
Oh, okay. Depends on what your definition of fun is.
Forgive me,
Hey.
because you don't tame a lion by provoking it.
You'll be sorry.
Come on.
Leave me alone, please.
I like how Aeolus just realized something was happening. He was standing 2 feet away. Who the fuck
just-
are you?
He just thought it was a love-hate relationship.
Crazy to just like attack somebody, dude. Uh-oh. They tricked him. Honestly, Slay.
Scrappier than I thought, King Orestes.
King Orestes be walking around by himself?
Well, we're in a pickle already.
We love getting kidnapped and mistaked for our cousin.
Mankind with suffering.
I love that they think the king was just like
Hercules possessed
chilling.
a strength the world had
In
never
like
seen. A
regular
strength surpassed
clothes,
only
eating
by
some
the power of
jerky.
his heart.
I was gonna say, and chewing like a cow, as my mom would say.
I know I can't go back in time and tell them to update their openings per season, but it truly is better when you do. It's
I
more fun.
I do enjoy new intros.
Even Buffy doesn't like do the whole thing, but they put like a couple of clips. each time.
Yeah, they do.
I'm not Coleus and he's not Cletus.
Don't tell him your name.
Told him our names.
Okay, I feel these maybe are not the scariest people who could have kidnapped us. We're probably okay. She's dead. Jesus Christ.
She's a tough broad, as we would say.
Yeah, she would get like a cranium fracture.
I haven't got time for this.
I'm
least-
busy.
At least she got a bloody nose.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that's it. Like her nose should be broken off her face.
I don't know, King Xenon.
That's Xenon.
Okay, that's not the Xenon I thought.
Me either.
I want the
That is
world.
not a 13-year-old blonde girl.
Why would the gods put such thoughts into my head? Were they not approving the consequences?
And that
made
his
the
friend
final
is
arrangement?
not Raven Simone.
At the first
No.
dark of the sun. Excellent.
That's so Raven.
Orestes is a stupid man.
Yeah, it's from before that. She's
The League
even
of
younger.
Kingdoms idea can't
Oh,
be
wow.
his. It's too creative.
I know Raven Simone from Cosby Show.
Yeah. Yeah, no. After that, I think she was really young on Ghost.
Yeah, she's
Our
a
common
baby.
enemies.
Then what says his beautiful queen?
See,
My husband and I share the
they're
same
wearing
objectives,
colorful stuff, and they're
And
wearing
I
black,
share them
so
too.
they're the bad
But a mere
guys.
scroll of
Yep.
parchment.
It's never for me to answer for my king.
Ugh,
It's a
God, she
unique
wants
idea.
to yap. Let
I'll
her
consider it.
yap.
And meantime, I have a surprise.
But that's
Tomorrow
what
is
he's
the Feast of
testing.
the Dark Sun. Is there a problem?
No,
He kind of
No.
looks like
absolutely not. I would be
Sir. What's his name? From
We
Game
will,
of
of
Thrones.
course, be joining our king.
Oh, I see that.
He
The
parts
guy
today.
who had passed
Tradition.
away.
Barristan.
Does this invitation extend
Yeah.
to me?
Barristan.
I'm
Dude, they
impressed.
did him so dirty.
But hunting the stag is,
He didn't want to die. And he doesn't die in the books. Spoiler, but that show is
Can't you
old as
see
hell
what
now.
Xenon
If you
is
don't
doing?
know, that's on
You
you.
could fatal accidents.
Ew,
Now
what
you're
the
worried about me.
fuck?
It's common to have
That's
those,
not fair,
though.
Orestes.
See,
I mean, that's
this
what-
would
historically
never,
accurate.
this would never happen to me because I hate making eye contact with
What about
people,
your
so
passion,
I would be
Naomi?
looking at all the decorations and
Will I
I would
ever have
see
that?
the eyes. And be like, ah!
Its eyes seem to follow you.
I like those guys were fine with it. They were like, yeah, whatever. What are you doing?
Drinking out of a
Oh,
eating
he's
watermelon.
eating watermelon. I know, but like, I feel that would draw more attention to yourself if you're eating like a psycho.
He doesn't want them to see that he looks like the king, though.
Oh, that's so gross. They would never know that was in there.
Wait until it ferments.
King Orestes?
But that's the thing. If they think he's
What are
the
you
king,
doing in
they're
this
just
part of the
gonna like
castle?
leave him alone.
Why are you wearing those clothes?
Because I like them. She looks so much like another actress that I know that it can't be her because she was like a kid at this time. It's crazy. That guy thinks you fucked a goat.
Yeah.
Don't tell people I fuck goats, please. They would be telling everybody. I would be telling everybody. I would get my head cut off because I love to
Do you think Iolaus
gossip
got the message? If he'd gotten it, he'd be here.
about rich
Unless he chose
people.
not to help us. Refused to help.
Never gossip
That's
about
not
your
Iolaus.
friends, but do gossip about rich people.
That's Iolaus. Xenon talked him into going alone.
That's
I
dumb
gotta
as
talk to
hell.
Orestes. Now.
Yeah.
Fine.
Especially if nobody else trusts
You don't
him.
write.
Have fun getting
you don't
murdered
send
tomorrow.
messengers.
Iolaus.
Didn't they? Am I wrong? Did they not kind of have a thing?
Yeah, they still do.
What brings you here, cousin?
This
Same thing
lady's the
brings you
queen in so
Your
many
peace plan.
ways.
Hector thinks your life may be in danger.
They should just like parent trap him.
Oh, very finely crafted, Orestes. Oh,
Like,
yeah.
just be like, this
Thank
is
you.
my twin,
They were a
Iolaus.
gift from my father. No others like them.
And he'll be like Meredith
The
Blake.
stag's been spotted coming this way.
Excellent.
Oh, we even saw stars.
Why are we hunting during an eclipse?
You're not
That
supposed
seems
to stare
dumb
at
as hell.
the sun. Idiots.
I know it's so they can kill him, but like, I'd be like, maybe we should like do another day. Or got shot either way, Iolaus.
That was a really quick eclipse.
Cousin,
That's like one arrow, dude.
be the king.
Zeus can bring you back. It's no big deal.
My plans succeed. Yeah, it's not
But
important.
it's Aeolus's friend, so, you know,
Iolaus.
or family.
He's just gonna die?
Gave my life for it.
Give him a new whatever. Where'd he
Gave
get
his
shot?
life for a peace treaty that wasn't real because they were planning on killing him anyhow.
I may be a bitch, but I don't think a shot right there would kill you that fast.
Not that fast. Unless he was in ill health to begin with.
Orestes.
Where'd he put his body?
You okay?
It's behind that bush.
Yeah, nature
Nobody will ever find it.
actually was screaming.
I thought I heard
Also,
a
like
noise.
Aeolus's hair is
Yeah,
as
yeah, I
well
heard that
taken
too.
care of, but we'll get
Somebody
back.
bagged the stag?
Men would never notice.
No, not yet. It's a
He's
bet.
like, well, this didn't work out how I wanted.
Now, the last time Aeolus had a bet, Herc had an apple on his head.
Orestes,
The poor dear.
A bet on his
Thank you.
bow and arrow skills.
pleasure beating you.
She knows. And now she has to find her husband instead. My queen is going through it this fucking episode. She's gonna want to burn them to the ground.
I would want to too.
Because she was like, kind of right.
For a
I don't
moment
think
there, I
this is
thought.
gonna end well for you, my man.
In the pit.
You know, this bad guy doesn't have the bad guy hair.
No,
There
he's
was
got
the
the
man who
bad
came back
guy
on the hunt.
colors
Who
for
gave
his
me one of his arrows.
clothes.
He looks a little bit like George Carlin.
Hi. That is kind of what you get for working as an assassin. To destabilize the political climate.
Release him.
Relation? Oh, release him.
Until I see you in Attica.
Goodbye, my king.
At least he doesn't have
Well,
to
this
die,
might not be the
like,
best
just
time
stay
to
out
talk
there,
about
I
this,
guess.
but are you going to continue as King Orestes?
For
I don't know if I
now,
can.
we can't
You
do it
already
forever.
have.
I'm not worried about Xenon.
I really
Would
am
you
not
leave us,
getting
please?
over his name being Xenon. It's really hard for me.
Be in my quarters.
You're right. I must put everything aside for now and finish what
Araby,
the
I've
Westies
fallen
started.
in love with so many women since I've last
What
seen
we
you.
started.
I know.
I ask her to help me
Circlet crown is
in
everything.
his
though.
memory.
I mean, we just had Electra.
You know,
True.
do you understand?
Of course I do.
I don't think so. My girl be scheming.
So,
In
think
a
Xenon will
not,
support
in a
your peace
kind
plan?
of a good way, but
expect the unexpected.
What?
I
Big
will
brother,
support your
baby.
peace plan, but I like it. I want to accompany you there.
gross.
Xenon, you're not suggesting I can't do this thing by myself, are you?
Oh, perish the thought, Orestes. When should
Is
we
this
leave
an
now?
episode where Hercules is directing again or something?
It's a short trip.
He's
How about
not
now?
here.
Now?
Yes. Why
Unless
wait?
they call him.
I
Good.
think it was just
Let's
a
do
break
it.
for him.
Hey, yeah, babies! Go, horsey, go! I feel we maybe should have a few more men. He has a lot.
Yeah.
Give me a moment.
I'm gonna try to seduce him. Who the fuck?
That's the.
Guy who almost got eaten. I was gonna say he's bad at what he does, but I mean, he did kill his target originally.
Yeah. Well, I think it was his partner who died that killed
Oh,
the
yeah,
target.
so maybe he is just bad. Oh, he set him up
Nice shot.
to build
A
trust.
little bit off to the left.
Yeah.
Oh,
Kinda
fuck,
brilliant.
I won't tell.
No one
If
is
you
safe.
didn't already know. Don't look at my shadow.
All right.
Ah, slay.
What's wrong?
Xenon just saved my life. The same
Lead us,
guy that
lead
killed
us.
Orestes just tried to kill me. Xenon stopped him.
Oh, maybe it was
Are
his
you
arrow.
sure
then.
it was the assassin?
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
Could we have been wrong about Xenon?
That's what he wants us to think. Nothing disarms
I love
like
that
gratitude.
Euless is just a genius.
I'm beat.
It's an old farmer's trick.
Okay, but fashion? Queen of fashion.
I'm gonna sleep here.
You won't sleep a wink. We can do this, Eolus.
He won't sleep a wink anyhow.
Oh no, I have to sleep in a super comfortable bed in an extravagant tent with a super hot lady. My lady is so hard. Sorry, I know his cousin just died, but like, come on, man. She don't even seem that fucking sad. Also, give her a bonnet.
So she doesn't wake up with more frizz.
I know. Yeah, the silk pillow would be a little better for her hair.
I need some air.
Her, if she had a phone, Googling how long you have to wait after your husband dies to bang his cousin.
Your Highness?
Yeah,
No.
I'm awake, Hector.
It works like this. You speak to me. I speak to Phaedron's state minister, and he conveys your thoughts to Phaedron.
That would be
I can
so
talk to
annoying.
Phaedron. I'm the king. As
Yeah.
far as he's concerned. But it's crazy.
So is Phaedron. No one's spoken directly to
Yeah,
him for
he's crazy.
30 years.
Off with his
The
head.
last person to speak directly to Phaedron was Prince Vargas of Macadamia. He sacked Vargas's capital and cut off his... Well, you know what they grow in Macadamia.
Well,
Gross.
cut off his...
I still think that would cause a war, but okay.
Yeah.
To break the long tradition of hostilities and mistrust.
No, it's Walder.
See,
In
you
an
can
effort
tell this
to
guy
break the
is
long
kind
traditions
of
of
mean, but he's
hostility
not a
and
bad
mistrust
guy because he's wearing
between our
purple.
kingdom.
But maybe he likes Hera. He wears a lot of purple.
Well, Xenon had dark purple in with the black.
Those of our
Yeah,
neighboring
theirs
kings.
is just a little more Hera purple.
I get it. Phaedron, this is ridiculous.
Oh, boo. Get over yourself.
And that goes for King Nemus and Marcus, all of our neighbors.
Ugly ass hat.
What's your point?
Marcus Neiman.
Look, we have a beef.
We have a beef. I love that they use beef in this time period.
Catastrophically simplistic idea.
They had beef back then.
Yeah, but did they use the word beef as like a fight? Like we're beefing?
I don't know.
Oh God! Don't
Is that
push
his
her.
queen?
They're gonna cut that guy's nuts off.
I like it. Let's eat.
Well, that's that.
Maybe your father. Why act like I'm crazy? Maybe I am. It started as a little joke that got out of hand. After a while, people like it took on a life of its own.
So maybe I am just crazy now.
Besides, it saves me having to listen to a lot of pointless prattle.
It's giving King Boomy from Avatar.
You make a good king.
You make a beautiful queen.
Oh my God! Just bang already. It's so obvious.
Well, if she ends up pregnant, well, I was going to say we've got a problem, but not really. Because they think he's still alive. Right. And everybody will think it's Orestes.
Yeah.
And he can die afterwards.
Yeah. Oh, he died.
This
Crazy.
is the first time I saw you.
But we have an heir, and that's what matters. I guess Eolus might
Maybe
want
if
to
I
be
just
in his
never
kid's
saw you
life,
again,
but
I
like,
could live with just the
whatever.
memory, but
Probably shouldn't Hera fireball
I
him.
love you, Niobe.
Yeah. Keep it a secret.
He loves her. This is the one. He's not gonna date anyone else.
Well, if they don't stay together.
I really feel we don't actually see him break up with many people, so Eolus kind of could just have girlfriends in every town at this point.
Yeah.
Except for Xena, they definitely broke up.
Things are different now.
Oh, yeah.
Stay with me, Eolus. Be my king.
Then he'd have to not be himself
You know,
anymore.
This
Yeah.
gift,
Like, he
our
could
gift,
only be himself around certain people.
it can be
That'd
shared
weird.
another way. Could you give all this up?
She's
and
like,
live my
no,
life?
I like comfort.
The attempted murder of King Phaedron.
What? Okay, it's very clear that I was in here being naked, so how did I do that?
Not only naked, having sex.
Okay, I'm a fair man. Day after tomorrow.
You can't.
Day after tomorrow.
Beauty of it.
Oh no, what are we gonna do? You guys are dumb.
How is Phaedron? He will survive.
He's strong,
Oh,
but he's
so
not
that
alone.
guy can
Is he still
survive an
unconscious?
arrow,
Yes.
but the other guy can't?
Well, they were
Since
in the
you're not
woods.
family, I'd rather not
They
say
didn't have
anything.
a
I
physician
guess.
right at hand.
I'm Niobe.
We
Queen of
died in like
Attica.
10
I must see
seconds.
Queen Uriana.
They didn't have Xena with them.
Please, I must see her.
The guards have ears.
Just like, shut the
Your
fuck
Highness,
up.
I know Orestes did not try and kill my husband.
At least someone has a
The
fucking
eyes.
brain.
Your husband has the eyes of a good man, Niobe.
She's like, I like blonde guys with blue eyes, so I've decided that he's fine. Bro.
Oh my gosh, I forget the name. Sanford and Son. He always screamed out, "I'm coming!"
Hello, George.
Okay.
Queen Niobe is here to see
to his
her
wife,
husband
his
Orestes.
dead wife.
Well, King Xenon.
Okay, sorry, do you
Phaedron
serve
is
him?
your king, not Xenon. And when Phaedron is absent, I am his voice. Would you open the cell?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Yeah, kind of crazy, bro, to be like, well, this other king who's visiting
funny
told
stuff.
me I wasn't
That's King
allowed
Phaedron's
to.
rule.
And it's like, he has no
What are you
jurisdiction.
still doing here? But your
That
people
one guy
need you.
just listening in the background.
It's your destiny, Niobe.
And yours.
I assume she's slipping us a lockpick or something.
Slipping him something. Slipping him some tongue.
Compliments of Queen Uriana.
She wanted to kiss me? Yeah, slick.
Those are some fancy cuffs.
Okay,
Or
okay, what
dungeon.
about me? I mean, why would
Here,
you
you
open
may
the
need this.
door? What an idiot. Well, now you're gonna be under arrest for beating these guys up, and you did do that. But, like, I get it. Only I wear purple.
What about me?
I'll send someone.
Also, yeah, I don't know why you're in jail. You were in jail before I got here. That seems insane.
Welcome, King Macarena.
Macarena?
Hey, Macarena.
I can't do this.
Of course you can do it.
You can do
You taught
it.
Orestes how to shoot, didn't you?
I don't know what
pointed
it is,
exactly.
but
He couldn't
you
hit the
got
ground
this.
with his hat.
Ready?
Is the world flat?
I love you.
I know.
You missed it. Flat
I
Earther.
love you too.
Yeah, I heard it. And I went, wait, what? Maybe in their
I
world
do.
it is flat.
Yeah, it hadn't been discovered that it was round yet. I
Idiots.
My friends,
can't remember if it was Newton or Galileo.
kings,
I think it was
this momentous
Galileo that
occasion is
discovered it was
darkened
round.
by a cowardly attack
I think
on
whoever
Count
first
Phaedron's life.
discovered it was wrong got like murdered.
But the man
For being a
responsible,
fucking
Orestes of Attica,
heretic.
It seems our fates are tied together.
Whee! I'm Peter Panning into this meeting.
Xenon's flunky boron.
It's not
Sir.
boron.
All my 8 arrows were numbered.
where is this arrow?
I never put the arrow in his
Moron, you moron! What are you waiting for? Kill him!
The other kings
We're all
finally
like-
moved.
Oh, maybe we care. They Scooby-Dooed his ass. And none of the other kings brought, like, security. I know they all put their weapons away, but their security don't know how to fight. Again with the thank you for doing this one at a time, otherwise this would be very hard.
Yeah. Well, on a table, you know.
Yeah. She misses, kills Aeolus. It's very dramatic. Oh no, they're going two at once. He's suffering. My stick. I think if there's King Macarena, there's also King Cha-Cha Slide.
Cha-cha-cha.
Not another one arrow.
That was closer to the heart, though.
Oh, I get it, because he needs... Oh, I figured it out. I figured it out. I won't spoil it for you all, but I figured it out.
I'm surprised you didn't figure it out sooner.
I get what's happening.
I'm sorry.
He's dead. Aeolus died again.
Yeah, I suppose if it had really happened, I'd be a slobbering mess.
Wait, does she think he's really dead? I thought she was in on it. Okay, no.
She had to think it was real.
Oh, that's crazy. I would have let her be in on it. He deserved that.
Why do this?
Dude, she's gonna be pregnant. I bet it's gonna come back later.
She has a right to know. Give this to
And
your
their
cousin
son grows
Legibus.
up to look just like
Souvenir with my
Aeolus.
thanks.
Yeah, because now she's in charge, because the king's dead. Play for you, queen.
How could you? You
Well, it
let me
depends
believe
on
you
what
were
the
killed.
order of
Yeah, it seems
succession
like
was
it'll be
before
her
he died.
husband.
I wanted you. The best I ever was with you.
Oh,
Girl,
Niobe.
it was like 2 days. There's so many
But it
more
has to be
ladies.
this way. You have great work ahead.
And I'm only a poor 40-year-old man who doesn't want responsibility.
I won't forget.
He was only 30. Well, he's
It
about
was
40
almost
now. Yeah.
easier believing you were dead.
Wasn't the truth.
I love that Aeolus never talks about his wife who died. Ever.
Yeah. That's a secret just for the moviegoers.
Because that could be an interesting conversation, right? Of him not being able to settle down with someone because he's scared of that happening again.
Yeah.
And that's actually why he, like, moves on so quickly from woman to woman. But instead, it's just, like, a thing he does.
Yeah.
But, like, there could be, like, a lot more important. They're like, sorry Hercules wasn't in this episode.
Welcome
Here are
back.
some
Thanks.
shoulders.
It's good to be back. There was trouble, but it
Your
sorted
cousin
itself out.
died.
Niobe was...
Mad at me.
She was royalty.
He mad. So my cousin died and then I took his place and then then I faked my death and now she's
wanna give me a
mad
hand
about it. Nobi, I can't stay with you. I need to go be shirtless with my best friend.
That's what mothers are for, isn't it?
Well, you don't want to get the only vest. All sweaty and dirty.
They're like graphics people are called Flat Earth, right?
Yeah.
Maybe it was more of a reference to them too.
Could have been, yeah.
We find out the creators of the show are actual Flat Earthers. They weren't making a joke. The only reason I know it's a joke is because this show is old enough that it wasn't crazy. Like, everyone believed the Earth was round because there weren't fucking psychos yet. No stags were bagged during the production of this motion picture. Good! I don't like when people are mean to the deer.
So, An Aeolus focused episode again.
Good. I like those.
Any other comments?
No, I just had a yawn coming. The morning's catching up with me. No,
Yeah.
no, I like Aeolus focus episodes. I think Aeolus's character is a little more charming. So when he's the main focus, I think I get a little more invested. It really does depend on the episode though, but I think it's a bonus because it's like characters we already know.
Uh-huh.
So obviously it's a continuation of another episode, so obviously we care a little more than the one-offs. So I think that also benefited this episode. I think the storyline was interesting. I think it sets up for possible future storylines if they did go like she's pregnant or something route. So I think overall it's a good episode. The acting was pretty good. The bad guy's plan didn't make a whole lot of sense, but he had a couple of smart moments. I think it's kind of crazy he thought if he killed all those other kings that their kingdoms would just like
bow to
work
him.
for him. Like they'd just be like, okay, we're putting a different king in charge. Like, what do you mean? And then they'd all unite to go to war against him. In the end, that's a bad plan.
Yeah, but it's also the same kind of thinking that the Dothraki have, right?
Yeah.
You defeat their leader, you become leader of their...
Yeah, but the Dothraki all follow that same code. So that's why that
True.
works. Versus,
True.
like, this is like 5 separate kingdoms or whatever. If you killed all their leaders, what's to stop all their, like, heirs from coming together and going, you want to work together to kill this guy?
True.
Like, that's the thing. It's like they don't all have a, if you kill me, you get my crown rule. Maybe they do, and they just didn't say it, but, like, you would not think that's how that would go. Like,
yeah. Well, so as I said, another Aeolus-centric episode. This is our third one. Hercules is only on screen for 2 minutes during the prologue and 2 minutes at the very end.
well, he had to be here. They had to be like, see, it's still a Hercules episode. He's here.
The doctor, the king's doctor, we didn't really hear his name well, but his name was Elegibus.
Yeah.
In ancient Greece, they believe he mentioned that he bled the King Phaedron's wound. In ancient Greece, they believed that wounds from arrows, spears, swords not only tore the flesh, but bruised the blood as well. They had to bleed the area around the wound to drain off the bruised blood.
I guess I could see where they're coming from. Like, I guess my thought was that they're scared that, like, the arrow had something on it, and that's why they would bleed it to make sure, like, they got, I don't know, the dirt out or something. But I guess that makes sense. But, like, it's kind of good we learned that that's not true, because, like, blood loss isn't super helpful in that situation.
Right. Well, and I was going to say, you know, if you take CPR and first aid, you learn that
You keep it in.
some wounds you're supposed to let bleed.
Yeah.
You know, it helps
But if
keep
you
the
get,
infection out. And
if you get hit by like an arrow or a knife or something, you're supposed to keep it in until you
Right.
get to the hospital.
right, right.
Otherwise, you could bleed out.
But then they're also going to make sure they're going to irrigate the wound so
Yeah.
that you don't get infection and stuff. So, also, his name is a pun because of the fact that doctors are known from not being able to read their handwriting, so illegible.
I see.
Illegibus. King Orestes calls his peace plan the League of Kingdoms, which refers to the 20th century League of Nations, which was superseded by the United Nations.
Oh.
So,
I can't wait till the future when one of the leaders is like calling out everyone else and being really shitty.
yeah, yeah. I mentioned Neiman Marcus, the department store chain store, of course.
Yeah, I was like, what is this reference?
The death of King Orestes resembles that of King William II, Rufus of England, or Rufus of England,
Yeah,
in the
probably
year
Rufus.
1100.
Slay.
I don't know that much history, so who knows?
Yeah, I went to one castle when I was in England, but it was the guy who killed all his wives, his castle.
So the woman that you said looks like, I think the first woman that came out that
There was
looked
this
like,
one lady who was in one shot, and she looked super familiar.
was it the first lady that came out from behind the curtain?
Yeah.
I believe that is Min Wendell, and she is a stunt double for Renee O'Connor.
Oh,
On
interesting. That's not who I
what
thought she looked like.
one of those young women was her, but
Okay. That she looks like someone who has been in some other shows, but I know that she's way too young at that point for it to be her. They just
oh,
look
okay,
similar.
okay. And then Michael Hurst starring as both Aeolus and King Orestes. In the popular still photograph of Aeolus is holding the dying Orestes, the stills that they would use for promotional material.
Mm.
The special effects team had not been able to work yet, do the makeup and stuff. And so Michael Hurst is holding his stunt double.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. That's it that I have for facts.
Woo!
That was a lot for that episode. A lot more than you would think. I do like that they were accurate, that you would be able to see the stars with the eclipse. Because if you've
Yeah.
ever gone to an eclipse, you'll notice the stars are out.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen like a full one.
It is cool. It gets really dark. So,
Yeah, I watched like the one that happened last year. Like I watched people who were in the direct path like on Twitch watch it.
yeah,
But like
yeah.
obviously I was not in the direct path.
I went to the one in 2017. I went to Columbia, South Carolina to watch it.
That's cool.
So, yeah. Got burnt like I am now.
I wasn't
And
even in
it's
the
been
sun that
3
long
weeks
yesterday,
since we
and
met.
I'm like, ugh, has it? We skipped Easter.
We skipped one for you, and then last weekend because of...
Oh yeah, so technically, because then we did this whole week, it's 3 weeks. But
Yeah.
my brain is like, we skipped 2 weekends of recording.
Yeah. So, what's your question for everybody?
My question is, have you seen Xenon Girl of the Future? And why should they have said Zetus Lapidus? No, I don't know what my question is.
It sounds like you're saying Zetus the penis.
It does, but it's Zetus Lapidus. It's like her version of
Lapidus.
What the Fuck.
Oh,
But she
okay.
goes, Zetus Lapidus because it's a Disney movie.
Oh, okay.
No. I think my question is, what is your favorite movie where they do like the doubling? Like someone has to play like twins or two identical characters. Mine is Parent Trap with Lindsay Lohan. I'll give a shout out to Twitches with Tia and Tamara, who are not like identical, but they're pretty close.
They're pretty close,
but
yeah.
that's still a fun movie.
I like Twitches. It's one of those guilty pleasures.
Yeah, Twitches 2 is bad, but Twitches, iconic.
All right, and everybody needs to like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah, we're both trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year.
I was going to say,
subscribe or else.
Her YouTube and her Patreon information are down below, along with other social media. Yeah. So, yeah. Thanks for joining us on this journey. We'll see you on the next journey. Bye.
The Queen's work never done.
Our Queen's work is never done. So busy.
You know, it's about time you guys got down on your knees and kissed my ass. I made you who you are today. Print that one for those boys back home.